Believe it or not, it took less than 2 episodes for these same people that were advocating for Daredevil to return and were of course hashtagging #Save Daredevil to turn on the show, state it's the worst thing ever, become racists, and now they want it canceled. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but Daredevil Born Again is bad. It's bad. What can I say? It is a bad show. It's just terrible. I mean, sure, we spent 7 years campaigning #Save Daredevil. At this point, I regret being the person to start the goddamn #Save whatever with Save Constantine, because it's just enabled the most toxic fans on this goddamn planet. But the same people that were campaigning for 7 years after the premiere of Daredevil Born Again are now out here hating Daredevil Born Again, hating Marvel Studios, hating the direction they took it in, and they're saying that the show needs to be canceled and rebooted the right way with a season 4. Fans are the most miserable motherfuckers on this planet. That's the only thing I can say. So I decided, against my better judgment, of course, to go and snoop around these Daredevil fan groups. Daredevil, support the old Daredevil. We want Daredevil to be rebooted. #Save Daredevil. We're giant Daredevil fans, man. They don't know what they took from us. They don't understand what we want. Funny enough, one of the dudes literally had a fedora in his avatar, so I don't think he understands the irony of this, but let's talk about it. So, taking a deep dive into their demands, here's the problem. Daredevil is too CG and doing too many acrobatic moves. I swear to God, Chris Nolan has rotted brains once collectively the entire fan base just said, The Dark Knight is the greatest thing ever and everything has to be grounded and realistic. Has anybody in these fan groups or that hates Daredevil Born Again ever picked up a Daredevil comic? The dude goes toe-to-toe in acrobatics with Spider-Man. Like, he's been shown outmaneuvering Iron Fist, Captain America, and Spider-Man many times. Like, he's one of the most agile people in Marvel Comics. Next up, they didn't like that he's actually using, like his baton, and that he's able to shoot it and grab onto sides of buildings and swing. They said it's Daredevil, not Spider-Man. Okay, well, Daredevil has been swinging since he first entered the comics and continues to do so along with Spider-Man. So your argument is dumb. Next up, they don't like how non-gritty the series is. What? Were we watching the same thing? Like, bro, in the first 4 minutes, Foggy takes a straight sniper bullet to the chest, and he's sitting there bleeding while Karen is crying her eyes out, while Bullseye is literally taking kunai off of his body and tossing them into people's jugulars. What are you watching? Did I watch a completely different episode? Did these people not watch what I was watching? And they say that it wasn't like gratuitous and over the top enough like the Netflix series. Bro, White Tiger's fighting cops and a train straight up splatters a cop while all the blood goes all over the place, including onto White Tiger's face. They're also complaining about the suit. They don't like the suit. You know what? I'll give you that one. That's taste. I'm not a fan of the Born Again suit either. I don't think that there's enough separation like the Netflix suit to justify all the red and the lack of those seams that pop out. It just looks a little too clean. But again, it's mostly in the dark, and the way they shaded it, you can't really tell, so it's fine. I get it. It's a personal taste. I will give you the suit thing. Like I said, I don't really like it either, but hey, it's fine. It's a fine suit. But saying it doesn't work is just wrong because, well, it does. It's just personal preference, you know? Next up, they got a bit racist because of course they did. Why would Matt be working for somebody that's above him after he had his own law firm And why is she a person of color? Urgh. Okay, stupid, since you can't follow the story and what's going on. Did you miss the part in the first episode, in the first 10 minutes, where Foggy dies, which we just talked about, and Karen leaves, and then Matt is left on his own, and he's blind, and they were barely making it as it is in season 3, and now he's got to move somewhere else and work for somebody else. And in the first 2 episodes, they established that he has contacts and a friend who now essentially serves as his eyes out there, like looking for evidence while Matt has to live this double life. And also, he hasn't really taken up the Daredevil suit and put it back on since Foggy. And the whole theme of the episode is, or both episodes is, where is Daredevil? And look at what's happening around town. On top of this, they're complaining about BB. Because, oh, why does she gotta be a person of color? Why couldn't she be white? Because Ben Ulrich was black! It's canonically accurate to Netflix, you stupid. Did you really just ask why is somebody related to the black person black? Seriously? Good God, I need to get off of this one before I rage more at how stupid these people are. But this next one is a big one. They don't like that the series is now set in the MCU, and that's interfering with the series. What? There's barely anything that really, like, taps into it. They don't like that White Tiger is not just a dude who puts on a fake costume and goes out there. They didn't like that he's got the amulet, which is accurate to the comics, and he has powers. Guys, I don't know if you know this, Matt Murdock also has powers. Right? He can see as a blind man. They tackled this in the first 3 seasons. And they're saying that they don't like how they're going to shoehorn in MCU connections. They mention The Incident and Thor, and Ben Urich literally has newspapers plastered on his walls because he covered the incident in Harlem featuring Abomination and the Hulk. This is all in season 1. What am I missing here? I'll tell you what I'm missing, and I'm not missing anything. What is happening is that these people got what they want, and now they realize that, oh no, they're going to lose followers if they don't just continue to grift. So now it's just pivoted to complain about the things that we got that we want changed because we know they're not going to change them. So just keep the pressure on and keep cultivating a toxic fan base. This is why every fan base ends up becoming an absolute dumpster fire on the internet. Because of people like this. They get what they want, and now it's fully integrated into the goddamn MCU like they wanted, like all these same people on their feed who complained that Daredevil wasn't in Infinity War because he was featured on the Lego set of the Infinity War, Sanctum, and that he wasn't in the Battle of Endgame. They wanted it. Go through their feed and look at it. They probably deleted it by now, but they were demanding it. And now they're going to get that eventually. Now they don't want it because you got to keep the grift alive. Absolutely god-awful fan base. This is why I try not to engage with any of these fan bases, because they're all stupid. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.